Hey, welcome back everybody to Occults, Receivable. Anthony here with Theresa.
Hello.
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 And
Welcome.
welcome everybody. And tonight we are going to go back in time and we are going to solve the OG infidelity of Elias Roottrees,
The OG root tree.
the start of it all. And we'll see. Depending on how long this takes, we might start our next playthrough of our next game. So let me continue. Retreat Mania 20 locked in. We're locked in.
We're locked in. The root trees are loading.
Clark and Sam are just waiting outside our house, waiting for us to get the last couple.
Yeah.
Of course I go live when you're rebooting, Nix. That's how I knew. I planned it.
Oh, perfect. And we go live just as Cricket enters the bedroom.
Hey, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay.
I have to wait for her to enter more because if I get up and try to close my door now, she'll run out again.
Oh, because she thinks you're playing a game.
Yes.
Alright, I still want to... What is this top secret? You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. You'll have to be extra sleuthy this time around to deduce the truth. Pay close attention to what you find and be sure to look into loose ends. Alright.
Well, I don't think we found any loose ends yet. Or nothing that really strikes me as a loose end.
This
honestly.
entire tree is loose ends. Are you kidding me?
That's fair.
Okay. So, Bess Williams. We know had a son who's an orphan.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all we got.
The root trees are a great example of why the riches shouldn't be in charge of anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. At all. Anything.
No. Not even a little bit.
Alright. I don't even know where to start with Bess. Like, I don't want to start immediately by squeezing the rubber duck. I kind of want to, like, think a little bit.
Sure.
Alright, so let's just start from Bess Williams and see what we get.
Yep.
So, she lived outside of Miami and died tragically young in a major hurricane that struck the area in 1926. It's a shame that we don't have access to, like, periodicals. Because, like, we could look up... I mean, like, well, okay, hold on. Outside of Miami, periodicals. We have the Miami Mercury, Hurricane.
That's the discontinued newspaper.
What was the other one? Not the Herald.
No, that is the one. It's the one that was discontinued in 69. There's two newspapers that like got together and they merged into one.
Okay, there's a site dedicated to hurricane statistics that also mentions Bess Williams. The Bocadoro Library, not far from where she lived, was partially destroyed in the hurricane. When they rebuilt, they named the nonfiction section after her. The library has expanded again in 1950 and then closed in 1963 when multiple larger libraries opened in the surrounding area that made it redundant. Alright, so then we got to the Bocadoro Library. Search. Bocadoro Library no longer exists. Miami Print Museum. Well, the unknown author. Picture has been added to your evidence. Printing presses about the Miami Sunday. Now defunct. Okay. So, let's do Bocadoro Library. Miami Mercury. Had an article about the Bess Williams section in the Bocadoro Library was being built in 1920. It mentions that Bess's young son, now an orphan, was in attendance during the dedication. It also had a later mention from 1949, the last year the paper existed. After about a bidding war for a planned so wait, this was in 1928, so this would be 21 years later.
Well, I guess we should follow the Wildcat construction thread again.
Yeah, I feel like that is the most relevant thing.
Yeah.
Having worked on many buildings in Miami, Florida, seems to have ceased operations in the 1960s. Alright. I've already read it. Okay. It was also mentioned earlier in 1947 under the headline Constructing a Better World. Frank Wildcat Williams. Did we look this guy up?
Hey!
What?
What's Bess's last name?
Williams. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like the Wildcat. There we go. Frank Wildcat Williams is listed on a few different military history websites. He was awarded a Navy Cross Medal in World War II, and the story goes that even after being struck in the arm with a bullet, he managed to carry a fellow soldier through enemy territory on his shoulders for over 2 miles. He died in 1996, age 74, in a retirement community in Sweetwater, Florida. An obituary on the website of a local news channel that was written by his surviving family also sheds light on some of his personal life. He grew up an orphan because his family died in a hurricane when he was very young. He could barely remember his mother and had no memory of his father. After the war, he ran a construction company that mainly hired World War II veterans and did a lot of jobs in and around the greater Miami area. He was a born joker and a shining light to those veterans who needed it most. An anecdote mentions that he used to insist he married his wife Ophelia as a matter of courtesy and convenience. She wouldn't have to change her last name. Okay, Ophelia Williams.
That's adorable. So just as a note, he was born in 1922. If he died at age 74 in 96.
Right, which puts him squarely in
the running for this mystery child.
1921, boom.
Yeah, boom.
A photo is attached of Frank in his youth juggling hammers in front of one of his construction sites, as he was often known to do. According to the article, he is survived by Ophelia, as well as his daughters, Barb and Sharon Williams. All right, hey.
Amazing.
Wonderful. Great. Love it.
Here's our new picture.
Look at this guy.
He is. Oh, right in front of the statue of his mom.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Obviously. Obviously, that's who he is.
Boom. Can I? No. Okay.
There's like no face to really photograph him.
I know. I just like to make sure. Look at this guy. Look at this guy go. His image is found in an obituary for Frank Wildcat Williams. This dude sounds like a badass. Alright, well, boom. Her name was Ophelia.
Yeah.
Williams. Didn't have to change her last name. Frank Williams. Construction.
Yep. Great.
No, was that not the 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that wasn't it. One of these is still wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure construction is right. So, I feel like this is the problem.
What other photos do we have? I mean, I'm like 99% sure that is the correct photo, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's not. Unless it's... Because I remember it making a big deal. Maybe it is this one. No. I know these are right. I know these are right. Because she's definitely a professor. That's definitely the right name. Oh, wait. Mary Webb. Wait, okay. Maybe it's said on her thing.
If she's not married. No, it's definitely Lisa Clementine because we read, we know who Val met. Val met Lisa and he married her.
Okay. Cam Lincoln, right?
What if it's a huge red herring and the kid is Ophelia? Well, we know that Bess had a son.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is veteran on here? No. No, because he was he did construction after he came back from the war.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just right now. Okay.
I'm gonna try closing my door, BRB.
Okay. I feel like this is the problem here.
Okay.
I really feel like it's I feel like this is the problem. Susan Ford somewhere in here, this is the issue.
Well, do we want to backtrack a little bit and dig back into Susan, or do we want to keep going with...
I'm gonna keep going with this, because if we get another one, we'll know, it'll narrow it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
It said he had 2 kids.
This is daughters Bob and Sharon Williams.
Barb
and Sharon Williams, not Bob.
He named his daughter Bob.
So...
Oh, well, no. There's no space for a second daughter.
Well, adopted. He died. He was survived by...
Oh, okay. So
we got to figure
Barb
out who
or
was who.
Sharon is the daughter of Sharon or Barb. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay.
It looks like... So what looks like what happened is that the first child split up, they had a kid, and then they took them in and adopted them officially.
Yeah, and then she gave him to Grandpa and Grandma to raise.
Right. So we need... Alright.
Well, we got names, Barb and Sharon.
Yeah, we just need to figure out who they... Like, the order.
Well, let's start by spider searching Barb and Sharon.
Well, let's do Ophelia first.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, here we go. Barb Williams is a motivational speaker, and she has a website that explains the services she offers. Her company's address is listed as Coconut Grove, Florida. All right, well, that's something.
Okay.
Overcoming adversity with Barb Williams. Her story will surprise you, uplift you, then energize you. Greta Jones, WKTV 12, Morning News. A lesson that anyone can take something away from. Vic Elmsworth, Kikiwa Falls Gazette. An intimate evening with a truly wonderful message. Isabel Crosby, Superintendent, Benton County. Book Barb for corporate retreats, church events, or even school assemblies. She can customize her message for any audience. All right.
3 different testimonials.
The flyer includes Greta Jones from
Well, they gave us those names. We should probably at least check them out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 5 insights here.
Yeah.
Greta Jones. Too common of a name. Figure that out. Vic Elmsworth. Vic Elmsworth, according to his own personal page, is apparently one of 3 brothers. All 3 of them are contributors to a newspaper called the Kikiwa Falls Gazette, and he tends to focus more on the southeastern United States. All of the articles he's written are archived on his site, including the long-form version of the review for Barb Williams' motivational show from 1997.
Oh, great.
Thank God.
That's going to be helpful.
It's going to be real helpful. According to Victor, he had seen Barb talk more than once. On this particular occasion, Barb's talk was at a very large church, and it was clear she was an expert at matching the presentation of her concepts for any particular crowd, because she received a standing ovation. Barb started with a story about loss, specifically the loss of a bicyclist who had been hit by a car. She spoke about the death of any person as a darkness in their loved ones, a cold, empty void that begins to creep into a space where there once was light. Because the light can never return exactly how it once was, she says the only option is to nurture new sources of light to help fight back the darkness. Her conclusion was that finding the hidden meanings in tragedy is the most important thing we can do. She used multiple biblical comparisons and finished by looping back around to her initial story and how she personally began to come around to this ideology. The biker who had died was her son-in-law, and the Lanes Across America charity was created to fill the newfound darkness her daughter experienced. It, the charity, and the light that began to fill the void, and she was doing everything she could to help nurture it. Okay, so son-in-law died. Seems like...
Go down a little bit more?
Well, wait. This is definitely her daughter because of this. This is her.
Yeah.
So this is the son-in-law who probably died.
Oh, okay, yeah, that shows why that she didn't have any breakups because he died. Okay.
He died. So okay.
Okay, cool. So that's Barb, and then her daughter is Sharon.
Yes. Barbara Williams, and she is a speaker. She does the public speaking. Yes. Who do we get?
Nice. It's nice it's not going to make us figure out her husband. It just has it put in there already. Like, he's so unimportant.
It's just some dude. Oh, we had to get 5. That's right.
Ah, okay. So Susan was correct. She was just waiting for more family to show up.
Thank God.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So that also means that, because I have that spare... Wait. Maybe it is married Clementine. Maybe she changed her name. Wait. That doesn't make sense.
No, it should be Clementine, right? Because her dad's name is Clementine.
Right, but I remember...
Why did we put her down using her mom's name?
Because I thought that's... She must have changed it. Let's... Yeah,
she used her mom's name to distance herself.
Yeah,
that's... The game wants, like, the original name.
The original, yep. The OG. Alright. So... was it Sharon?
Sharon, yeah.
Williams. Alright, let's continue down this rabbit hole. Let's do Lanes Across America should... Aha! Lanes Across America, or LAA, is a charity focused on adding bike lanes to major cities. The pages and pages of news articles that mention Lanes Across America have a similar summary in them. LAA, formerly LAM, was founded in 1987 after the death of Drew Smith. You know, let's just throw that in there right now. Andrew Smith. That is the most common name ever. Whoops.
Back to the computer.
Drew was biking home from work when he was hit by a car. Each year since, Lanes Across America has grown, and they now have offices in over 12 major metropolitan areas, including Miami, where the charity began. The website for the charity has a picture of Drew. The photo has been added to your evidence. Okay.
Damn.
Come on, where's the other half?
That's a hell of a mustache.
That's a hell of a mullet.
Yeah.
This man was all party. Party in the front and the back. There was no business to be had.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can put his photo in, too.
Yeah, I will in a second. I just want to see. Okay. I doubt, because Andrew Smith is pretty... Yeah, how about Drew Smith? Yeah, that's what we're gonna get. So then Sharon Williams? Nope, that's if I spell it right, maybe.
Maybe.
My big fat stupid fingers.
Okay, Sharon Smith. Sharon Smith it is.
Because Smith is a super uncommon name, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It looks like she's been kind of... hasn't done anything really newsworthy.
No.
Try Andrew Williams, too.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Well, let me go slot his amazing...
Hillary's suggesting we go down the LAM rabbit hole.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright. LAM. According to the dictionary results that pop up on top of your search, you learned that the word lamb means to hit someone. Apparently lamb is too common. Alright, what was it?
LAA.
LAA. There we go. Formerly LAM. It doesn't say what it actually was.
Yeah. Yeah, probably started as Lanes Across Miami.
Yeah. Well,
but since it's been getting bigger.
Hey, there we go. Searching for Lanes Across Miami does narrow down the pages and pages of articles you found earlier to only those with a more in-depth history about the charity. You find some additional information. LAM was formed in 1987 and became LAA in 1994. It was founded.
Thank you for the suggestion, Hillary.
Yes,
very good thought.
It was founded by Sharon Smith after the death of her husband. Sharon and some other board members stepped down in 1992, and the current leadership took over. One of the oldest articles has a full uncropped version of the same wedding photo from the LAA website. It seems that after Sharon left LAM, they began to crop her and the rest of her wedding party out of the photo to focus solely on Drew, who is the face of the charity. Okay, so we got that.
All right. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
That's probably,
That's the...
her mom.
Yeah, and her dad. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That right there. That was John Doe right there.
Maybe. I mean, he's standing next to the groom, though. He's probably a groomsman.
Maybe. We don't know her job.
No. Well, she wasn't Charity. Her most recent one. Well, I guess she stepped down in '92, but.
What was the? She was on the board.
Yeah. Did she remarry the groomsman? She did remarry.
She did. I don't know if we have enough to make a... Yeah, I wouldn't. Alright,
She had 2 kids with Drew.
And nothing about Sharon Smith. All right.
Newspaper?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Look at the charity in the newspaper.
I'm gonna go through all of these just.
Oh, Business Watch. Yeah, she was a charity.
I'm just gonna check everything that seems relevant because. Although News Time makes sense, lanes across America, lanes across Miami, no, Piketty. Was founded by Sharon Smith. But in 1992, and the current leadership took over. Sharon left LAM. They began to crop around the restoring party on the phone. Okay, all right.
Yeah, try the charity in the Miami Mercury.
Yeah. Miami Mercury. No. Huh. We don't have a lot to go on here.
Yeah.
That shit dried up. Well, let's. Oh, she still has more insights here.
Oh yeah, we've still got like some more names in there.
Yeah. All right. Let's go that route. Greta Jones didn't work. Let's just, for argument's sake, do the news station.
Yeah.
Greta Jones is, according to a flyer in your possession, the morning news anchor for a channel called WKTV-12. Unfortunately, WKTV-12 has no online web presence whatsoever. You do find it listed on a giant list of television call signs next to the city Springfield under the heading Effingham County. You may need to do a deeper dive on a specific city and state to see if any local... Okay, well, Effingham County. Effingham County is the name of 2 different counties in the United States. One is in Georgia and the other is in Illinois. I bet a state name to your search. Okay.
Did it say what state?
No.
No, in the previous spider search.
Oh,
Springfield. There's Springfield, Georgia. Wow. Okay, well, we only have 2 states. Well, Springfield, Illinois, derp.
Yeah. Springfield is the capital of Illinois. It's located in Sangamon County, so that's not it. As far as you can tell by doing some basic searching of businesses in the area, none of the people you've been investigating are located there. So, what is in Georgia?
We'll move forward. What did it say about the... There is a Springfield in Effingham County, Georgia.
Okay.
Okay, so try the TV station in Georgia.
Georgia. WQTV 12. WQTV.
Game!
Springfield? Ah!
Maybe Springfield, Georgia?
When refine your search to television in and around Springfield, Georgia, you come across a website that lists different channels available there. The list seems to only feature broadcasts with female news anchors. The person who runs the website has ranked each using 3 categories. None are relevant to journalism. One of the entries is Channel 12. The news anchor is listed as Greta Flores. Okay. Here we go. Well, Greta Flores. Greta Flores is a news anchor who apparently used to go by Greta Jones before her divorce. Compared to the ordeal you've gone through to simply figure out her current name, it's way easier than you expect to find that she has a website of her accomplishments. She was apparently the MC for an all-female speaking tour in 1977. The tour was called Storytellers of Sisterhood, the Mothers and Daughters of Earth. You do a search for it, and it seems some of the stories were compiled into a book simply titled 25 Stories of Sisterhood by Ayla Hale. Okay, well...
Okay, we're going to look this up.
We're going to copy. We're going to go to Public Library. And then Ayla Hale. Aha! This is an anthology of stories told on a few different Storytellers of Sisterhood tours. It contains direct transcripts of the most well-received stories told on stage. Ayla Hale is the editor, not the sole author. One of the stories by Barb Williams has been added to your evidence.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yes. Aha! Barb Williams had the transcript of a story she told on stage published in a book. The first part of her story focuses on 2 16-year-old girls. My sister, Sherry, was a brat. Always sulking, often disobedient, never on time. She borrowed things without asking and even ran away from home only to sneak back the next day like nothing had changed. My daughter, Sharon, My sister, Sherry. My daughter, Sharon, on the other hand, was a beautiful person. She had excellent marks in school, was intensely artistic and creative, and even volunteered at an animal rescue. She continues to tell stories of the 2 girls until she shifts the narrative. What was the difference between Sherry the brat and Sharon the beauty? They're the same person. Is it nature, nurture, a better education, different opportunities? The answer is nothing. There was no difference because my sister and my daughter are the same girl. Barb reveals that her daughter was the result of an unexpected pregnancy when she was only 15. I met a boy at a county fair. Unlike us, he lived in the nice part of town. He went to the good school. To a teenage girl, it felt like a fairy tale. But there were boxes all over his house. He was moving in 3 days. Those 3 days were heaven to me. The final night, he surprised me. He told me he could actually see me again soon. He planned to return to visit his grandparents. I thought I was giving him a reason to keep his promise. I never saw him again, and when I finally got desperate enough to ask around, a friend of a friend told me he hadn't even given me his real last name.
Ugh.
Ugh. Barb also talks about when she found out she was pregnant. I was convinced my life was over, but my parents, they took charge. I had to live at home and work a part-time job, but they removed the burden of motherhood. I managed to scrape out a degree in English, and as far as my daughter was concerned, I was her much older sister. Barb uses the story to come to a conclusion. When I was younger, I thought my sister was the brat, and I wasn't wrong. But she ran away from home to work at that animal shelter. She borrowed my clothes for presentations at school, and her creativity allowed her to open up Sherry's hair. It took me far too long to realize the beauty was always there too. In fact, the brat and the beauty exist in all of us. It was my inner brat that kept me blind to the truth. And I'd like to say it's the beauty in me that's finally able to see what I was missing. I implore you to call upon the beauties in yourselves whenever the brat tries to take hold. Okay, well now we know her job. Sherry's hair. She's a hairdresser.
She's a hairdresser. She dresses hair.
Hairdresser. There we go.
All right.
Okay, so Sherry Williams, the hairdresser. Let's learn about your kids.
Oh, yikes.
What?
She was never married or divorced. The father of her daughter just fucking tapped it and
he just
ran away.
He just split. He didn't didn't even give his real last name.
Yeah.
That's so
He's
fucked.
a true John Doe. Wow. Let's spoogle Sherry's hair.
I was taking a drink, but John Doe more like John Douche.
John Douche, indeed.
All right, Sherry's hair. There's a Sherry's Hair in Orlando. The owner of the business is listed as Sherry Yastremski. That is a name.
That's a name.
Sherry has a large van and on weekends can bring the style of Brittany, Christina, or even the Rachel to your door. The About Sherry section is very, very long and presented as one paragraph with multiple run-on sentences and no pictures.
Yay!
Yay! Just like 1999 internet.
Yeah.
You get the sense that if she were to do your hair, she'd be doing a lot of talking. It mentions that her husband, Pete, was her late husband's college roommate. Okay. Oh, so it's Pete Yastremski.
Okay.
All right, let's throw that in there. Peter. Yes. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's probably the groomsman.
Oh my God, you're probably right. Yeah.
Wow.
I thought you were joking before that she married the groomsman.
That was Hillary.
Oh,
I was reading what Hillary was writing, but also I agree with Hillary.
Okay. Let's see. She and he had never spent any significant time together until she became a widow, and they built a charity together.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like they kind of got together partially because of their grief. Grief.
Yeah, they bonded their grief.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
They left the charity behind because it was growing beyond their ability to run it. She also brags about her kids, Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Cricket? Why is your cat in this game?
Why is my cat one of Sherry's children?
Her oldest, Tony, seems to get the short end of the stick. His two listed accomplishments are that he's the oldest and he's a straight A student.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball accomplishments listed. Apparently his Little League team is nationally recognized. Yay. Cricket York is near the end and has an entire section dedicated to her. She's an actress on a local television show called Library, and the reason Sherry relocated from Miami to Orlando. Sherry, in addition to being hireable to come do your due, is a stylist for the show. The passage also mentions that her agent recommended they change her last name to York since it was easier to pronounce. The rest of the section...
Xenophobia! Yay!
The rest of the section describes how she got the part, but it seems unimportant to your search. Okay, so Tony, Mark, and Cricket.
Cricket. Wow.
So it seems like Tony and Mark...
Tony Smith and Mark Smith, and then Cricket Yamstremski.
Anthony.
Yeah.
That's my name.
It's your name. Oh my God, Cricket is a root tree. Does that mean she's gonna get some money? Does she have money coming to her?
Is your cat gonna get a lot of money?
Oh my goodness.
It was Mark Smith. And then Cricket.
That's incredible.
Yes, the Cricket Pastrami. Got it.
Got it.
She is
actress.
An actress. He does baseball apparently, so athlete.
There is no athlete.
What? There is no pro athlete. There it is.
Oh, There are no athletes, only pro athletes.
And then Anthony Smith is just good at school.
He's good at school.
And old.
Yep.
All right, well...
He's good at school and being the firstborn.
Okay, let's do the Library. Library is a children's show filmed in a studio in Orlando, Florida. It has been on the air since 1991. In the show, multiple adults and children interact with different animal puppets in a small town called Library. Unlike some other popular shows involving non-human performance, this one isn't funded by the public. Instead, it's paid for by donations from businesses related to education. This includes textbook manufacturers like Corrithmetic, tutoring companies such as Educate2U, and these names. And
That's a rough one.
Yeah, and a few well-known publishers of picture books. From what you can find, it's syndicated in a few markets across the southern United States and in New Hampshire for some reason. Like most other children's entertainment, many of those that grew up with it tend to have fond memories. That works in your favor because the show has been documented by a few fan sites. There's even a Library web ring, though it only has 3 entries. You click through the sites in the ring and find that Cricket York joined the cast in 1987 at the age of 5 and is still listed as a current cast member. A picture of Cricket from one of her first episodes has been added to your evidence.
Damn, 7-year-old child actor. Oh, she's cute.
There she is.
Look at that cutie.
This is a promotional shot of Cricket York and the puppet Poof Tail from 1997 when she was on a show called Library. According to the site you found it on, the theme of this episode tackled why some people needed glasses.
Very important subject.
It is true. All right, well, we know that's her.
That's her.
All right.
Oh, we're going to get a second photo of her.
All right, let's look up Mark Smith. He's a pro athlete. We should have something for that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. All right.
I mean, he's also probably not much older than his sister.
Yeah.
If husband died in what, 87?
Yeah.
And so
it's 1999.
And it's 1999. So. Yeah. He's still in high school. Both of
Yeah,
both of them,
apparently his little league team is nationally recognized, so he's not a pro athlete.
No.
All right, let's do this. Now. About Sherry Pete.
The names company. Oh yeah, the named companies that sponsor the library. Library.
Wait.
Do the library search, and then let's look at the 2 companies.
Oh yeah, okay. Corrithmetic. Corrithmetic is a math textbook publishing company. They were in the news last year when a primetime news program did a full comparison of their 4th edition textbooks from 1996 and their 5th edition textbooks from 1998. Riveting TV.
Oh, man, yeah.
That must have been a real slow news cycle. Hey, do you remember what slow news cycles were like?
I don't remember. I was too young.
I don't either. Schools were complaining that the 2 editions seemed remarkably similar, yet Corrithmetic was charging almost double for the newer edition than they had for the previous one.
That's always how textbooks have worked, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why that was newsworthy.
The news, because there was no other there's no other news in the news cycle. This was it.
Oh, okay.
The news program announced that between the 2 books, there were only 16 total changes. The most noticeable was that the cover was changed from a picture of a water droplet creating concentric rings on a lake to a close-up of a feather. Those are the most generic but accurate descriptions I've ever heard from math textbooks.
Yep.
The other 15 were all instances of changing 4th to 5th. This even led to a geometry problem where the book asked students to calculate the 5th side of a rectangle.
Oh my god.
Someone did find and replace.
Yep.
Nobody associated with Corrithmetic seems to be related to your search. That's actually, but I do like that.
That's pretty funny. Ooh, a photo.
Educate2U is a tutoring service. They have a deal with Library and feature some of the actors from the show and pictures on their website. According to the site, they actually provide tutoring for all the actors and actresses on the show to accommodate their shooting schedules. Included is Cricket York, who is seen in a photo called Cricket and Her Brothers, ready to learn from one of our talented tutors.
Yes!
You don't find much else about Educate to You, except that there seems to be a small subsection of library fans who are deeply unsettled by the company's logo, which would appear after the credits on each episode. One writes, I was terrified of the little girl in the Educate to You logo. She looked like some kind of demon doll, and I'd race to the TV every day to switch the dial before her creepy laugh came on. I hope that's on here.
I know, right?
No.
Well, maybe. That's the logo.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah. Alright. That's it.
I'm so glad they're at an age where it's clearly obvious which one is oldest.
Yes. Not a pro athlete. One day. We believe in you.
Yep.
Oh shit, we did it.
Did it.
Boom, boom.
We found all of Elias's progeny. Oh, it was Mary and Clementine. Perfect.
Yes. Booyah. Oh shit, they were waiting outside.
Oh shit. Well, we knew they were.